Hi everyone, I'm Susan. Today on Hello Susan, we're working on fabric clusters and decorating the flip pockets in the vintage pink sewing journal. I hope you're enjoying this series. I'm having lots of fun. There's a link in the description box for my Payhip Hello Susan shop for the digitals, vintage sewing, and vintage buttons that we're using in this journal. Or use whatever you have on hand. Okay, let's make some clusters. I put together the clusters that I want to make already so that we could go through it quicker, and I've marked the pages that I want to put them on. See, like right here, I want to add a little cluster. And what I did was I took some net. What I did was I took some net, and then I took some lace and a crocheted piece and a little fussy cut bird. Fussy cut bird, and we're just going to glue those all together, and then we'll glue them onto the page. A great way to use up your scraps. Just putting glue in between all the layers. You don't need to have a whole bunch. And now I'm going to add the little bird. And look, is that the cutest thing? I'll get up closer so you can see. Is it going to focus? Well, it doesn't want to focus right now, I'm sorry. Okay, and so now I'm going to put glue on the page. And then set that right down. I think I'll go ahead and put this clip on it to hold it down better. Let's see if I need to add any glue under there. Maybe a little bit right there. It'll be nice and sturdy just as soon as it dries. Well, that's not big enough. Well, we'll just hold it for a minute. Okay, while that's drying, I'll go ahead and glue another one together. This one has got some polka dot netting. I need to scoot up, I think, a little bit. There we go. Got some polka dot netting, some lace, and a little silk flower petal that I took apart a rose, and a vintage button. So I'm going to go ahead and put glue on all of those layers. In between each one, and then I'm going to put some in the center of that flower so I can put that button down. And I put thread in the button so it looked like it's sewn on. This is a very pretty mother of pearl vintage button. Alright, I think that's dry enough. I can switch to another page. Got them all marked. As you can see, I've been working on the journal. Okay, here's the next page I want to put a cluster. The journal is turning out so cute. I'm really loving it. Alright, now I'm going to put glue on the back of the cluster and a little bit on the page too. And just set it down on that ribbon. And then we'll just hold it for a minute. I hope everyone's doing okay and creating something beautiful today. Okay, let's find the next page. It's right here. this cluster I've got a little butterfly. And we've got the net, and then lace that's pink, crocheted piece, and a digital butterfly. So I'm going to do the same thing that we did before, and I'm going to go in between the layers so that they can kind of stick together. I don't want it stiff. I want the edges to be very loose, but I don't want it to fall apart either. So we're just going to put a little bit in between there and underneath the butterfly. Okay. Squeeze it together a little bit. Then I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on the page and glue on the cluster. And I'm using Fabri-Tac. That's my favorite glue. It works on paper, it works on plastic, it works on wood, it works on fabric. Oh, it's just works great. The only thing that I have found that I don't like it on is vellum. It just doesn't stick it together. Okay, let me push that down a little bit. Doesn't that just make the page just come alive? So cute. Okay. And we've got one more to do. Put this book weight on so I can hold that side down for me. So this cluster has got the pink lace, the crochet, and then a beige lace, and then a digital of a rose. Goes this way, I guess. No? I guess that rose is supposed to be like that. It's got the stem at the bottom. So we're going to do just like we've been doing. We're going to glue in between the layers. Not up to the edges, just more like in the center of them. And then behind the digital. And kind of squeeze that together. Kind of twist it a little bit so they're not all going exactly the same. So it looks a little whimsical. Cute, huh? Okay, and now we're going to set this one down here. So we're going to put a little bit on the page and a little bit on the back. And hold it in place so it can adhere. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, next what we're going to do is I've got 2 flips in this journal, and what we're going to do is we're going to decorate those flips. And this is what I mean by a flip. It's just a corner piece of paper that you just open up and you can journal on the inside. Now as you can see, I've stenciled some roses, and I want to show you real quick how to do that just in case you don't know. I use this Tim Holtz stencil. It's got a very tiny scale, and it's got roses on it. And I put it on the paper. I situate it just exactly the way I want it. I use this brush. It's a makeup brush, but I use it for ink when I'm doing stenciling, and I just rub it in my vintage photo ink, and then you set it down and you just go in circular motion. And see, then you've got the image. It's a great way to add anything to a blank page, or just add more dimension so you have lots of layers. Very neat. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to decorate this part. And I've got some pink trim that I want to put on, some pink lace. I've got a digital of roses, and I've got some Battenberg lace. And the first thing I want to do is I want to put the Battenberg lace on the corner. So I'm going to just put it on the paper instead of on the Battenberg, I think. Be just fine. And I want it to go over the edge just a little bit so that get some dimension. Okay, and now we're going to add the lace. I want to put it up right here on that edge so it decorates that. I'm going to move these tags out of the way for a minute. So I'm just going to apply the glue to the page itself and not the lace. It's a little less messy that way. Okay. Got to make sure it's going the right way. It's got angles on it since it's got the flip like that. And I want the edge of the scallop to go just past that fold. Just hold it down for a second. The great thing about Fabri-Tac too is that it does dry very quickly and clear. See if I have enough on this one. Put just a little bit higher up. Okay. And I've already inked the edges of the digital of the roses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it right here. Just adds a special touch to that page. Okay. Then hold it down so it makes good adhesion. I'm going to go ahead and ink that Battenberg and ink the lace just a tiny bit, just to age it up a little bit. It tones down the color. Okay. Just a little bit. Just see how it just knocks that pink back so it's not quite so baby pink. A little bit on the Battenberg. Just pushes it all back real nicely. And now we can put our tags back in. So I've got a vintage sewing machine that's pink and a digital that I did the edging with punch and a thimble. And that page is done. Okay, so let's go back here. Here's the other flip right here. Now I'm going to have to hold this section down a little bit and take the tags out. Use this book weight. It sure helps because once you start putting all your tags and decorations and stuff in the journal, it starts getting to where it's very puffy. And you need a flat surface in order to work. So it just helps push it down real good. Okay, so this time we're going to put the lace on first. And I'm not going to do the scallop going the same way as I did before. I'm going to go the other way, just so it looks a little bit different. Line it up with the edge. And line this one up. And apply a little pressure. Okay. Now we're going to take the Battenberg and we're going to put glue on the page in the triangle shape. Okay. And want to go over the edge just a little bit, just so it gives dimension to the book. See if I got it far enough out. There we go. Okay, and this is the digital that I'm putting on this one. It's a pink rose. So I'm going to put glue on the back. And then line it up. Hold it down just a little bit. See, it doesn't take long. See, like this, it's already dry. Okay, and now let's go ahead and add some ink. Just make it look a little vintage. Okay, move the book weight out of the way, and let's put the tags back in. Lots of writing space in this journal, whether it's on the back of tags and journal cards or just on the pages itself. But I also did decorate quite a bit too. Okay, I'm just going to do real quick, show you some pages so you can see how the book's coming along. That's the inside cover. Just real quick we'll run through it because I am going to do a flip through when I get totally done. I've got 4 more tags to make, and we're going to make those together. And not sure what else I'm going to do, but as you can see, it's very full. And there's the back. Really pink. Really beautiful. I love it. Okay, tell me what you think about it. Thanks for creating with me today. See you later. See you next time. Bye-bye.